The Heartbreak Kid didn't hit the bizarre one with a move, but instead, a kiss. Goldust enjoyed the surprise smooch, which
What the fuck?
Oh, what's up? Oh, what's up?
Yo, what up? It's Amacha back here another video. Today we're about to be getting into a video by Tap Out Corner, and it's gonna be on 10,000 IQ moves. And it's gonna be a WWE video. Let's just get straight into it.
Kevin Owens is the definition of work smarter, not harder. On SmackDown, Randy Orton and KO were tagging together. Owens desperately needed to tag in Randy, so rather than try to get to the opposite side of the ring, KO just left the ring and ran to the other side to tag in the Viper. A simple but very effective move. Speaking of Randy,
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. Why does everybody not think of that? But obviously they try to give off the drama of I'm trying to get to you. I need your help. But that gets the fans riled up, and you got to have the guy over there, stomping so the crowd could just get up.
the Viper is pretty smart too. On SmackDown in February 2026, Orton was in a match with Solo Sikoa. Sikoa got into position to hit his finisher, the Samoan Spike, and was just waiting for Randy to turn around. Orton didn't do that. Instead, just hit an RKO and won the match. Edge, on the other hand, arguably came up with the best strategy to win a ladder match. On Raw in 2005, the Radar Superstar was facing Matt Hardy in a ladder match for Edge's Money in the Bank contract. Edge entered first, but instead of going to the ring, the Ultimate Opportunist hid in the corner of the entrance stage. Then, when Matt Hardy came out, Edge blindsided him and ran straight.
Oh my god, bro. That's a good IQ spot, but it makes Matt Hardy look stupid as fuck. Like, what the hell? Did you not see this nigga on a TV monitor or anything? If you break kayfabe, you could see that nigga on the TV monitor. What they told that nigga in the gorilla position? Go out there looking like a dumbass. Go out there and get clubbed in the back where you just seen this nigga hide in the damn corner. Like that. I'm sorry, that was a dumb spot.
The ladder. Matt recovered fast enough to stop Edge, but had the Radar Superstar beaten up Hardy a bit more, this could have been the shortest ladder match in WWE history. Now that was a smart way to win a ladder match. Here's a smart way to win a tables match. At the 2010 Tables, Ladders, and Chairs pay-per-view, The Miz had his first big test as WWE Champion. The A-lister's opponent that night was the former champ, Randy Orton, and the two were fighting in a tables match. The Miz had Alex Riley in his corner, and during the match, the referee got knocked out of the ring. Orton then powerbombed Riley through a table, which led The Miz to hit the Viper with a skull-crushing finale. The Miz got Alex Riley out of the ring and made it look like he had powerbombed Randy Orton to the table. The referee then got up, looked at the scene, and awarded The Miz the victory.
That's creative as fuck. That's creative as fuck, bro. That spot right there was a smart ass spot.
Out of Maven's book, things could have been much different. On Monday Night Raw, Maven found himself outnumbered when he took on Eugene, who was accompanied by William Regal. Maven thought outside the box and found a way to even the playing field.
Oh, look at that. Oh! The referee has ejected William Regal.
Oh wait, that was John Cena who tripped Maven. Now this next moment
I'm
was a big brain
dead.
move. After years of hearing "you suck" every time he made his entrance, Kurt Angle decided to turn the tables.
These great SmackDown fans following Kurt Angle's lead from earlier tonight.
There are a lot of things you can
Yeah, that's funny as fuck. Turning the "you suck" chant on the other guy that's in the ring, bro. Hey, even if those niggas was a babyface, they still say "you suck" to Kurt Angle. It was hilarious, nigga. But hey, he took it in stride later on in his career, though.
say about Michael Cole, but dumb isn't one of them. During his rivalry with Jerry Lawler, the two were scheduled to face off in a tag team country whipping match. As you would expect, everyone had a whip that they could use. However, Cole was using his noggin and came to the match wearing bubble wrap. Yeah, he looked ridiculous, but it did work. Early in his WWE career, William Regal became infamous for using his brass knucks to cheat and win matches. However, the referees eventually caught on and started checking Regal before matches, but the Englishman was one step ahead of them. On SmackDown, William Regal was teaming with Kurt Angle. The referee checked Regal for brass knucks, but William Regal didn't have any. That's because he gave them to Kurt Angle, who gave the knucks back to Regal after the referee's inspection. Now this was so clever.
Ooh. Oh, he got him! He got him! That's it.
I don't know why more wrestlers don't do this. At an untelevised WWE show, John Cena and Rey Mysterio were having a match. Cena started running the ropes, so Mysterio just got out of the way and let John keep running. Not only did Rey get to catch his breath, but the Doctor of Thugonomics exhausted himself, allowing Mysterio to capitalize.
And also made them look stupid. I mean, that spot is all good fun and you know, for like house shows and shit. Yeah, it was fun though. I can agree that was a funny spot because a lot of these spots just seem a lot of stupid. Like that Matt Hardy one's still stupid.
Eddie Guerrero was a master of bending the rules and thinking outside the box. During a triple threat match, Eddie and his valet Chyna hit a metal pipe inside a bouquet of flowers. Guerrero's opponents didn't suspect a thing until it was too late, and he won the match thanks to it. This wouldn't be the last time Eddie's creativity got him the W either. Years later, Eddie Guerrero was in a match.
Man, bro, China and him was like a good pairing, bro. Like I go back and see like the whole little like time they were together, bro. That was such a good time, man. They did good together. They did everything they needed to do to entertain the audience, and like cheating and stealing together, bro. That was a good pairing, man. Rest in peace to both of them.
Against Roman Reigns' older brother, Luther Reigns. During the match, Eddie grabbed a chair and brought it into the ring. This was a classic Eddie Guerrero spot, but Guerrero wasn't just doing the same old trick. Before grabbing the chair, Eddie had stolen a baton from a security guard and hid the weapon in his boot. When the referee was busy getting rid of the chair, Eddie took out the baton and smacked Luther Reigns in the head. With his opponent out cold, Latino Heat hit the frog splash and won the match. However,
That's cool.
Dominik Mysterio might have Eddie beat for the highest IQ move. While wrestling Penta, Dominik Mysterio ran out of the ring, grabbed his championship belt, and the timekeeper's hammer. Dom dropped the title, distracting the referee, and then hit Penta with the hammer, and doubled down by putting the hammer in his boot and hitting Penta with a 619. He is called Dirty Dom for a reason. Now here's
That's cool as hell, bro. A lot of people see that nigga as Eddie's son, bro. I'm still thinking, bro. Rey Mysterio, you gotta watch your wife, bro. Shit, I'm just saying, like, bro, it's too many, bro. He looked just like him.
a really smart way to get out of a crossface.
I was thinking,
Crossface is locked in. Look at Angle. No! Angle's got an ankle lock on each submission holds on each other. And Benoit finally breaks it.
Now, 1000 IQ moments don't just happen during matches. In the lead up to their fight at No Way Out, Stone Cold Steve Austin and Triple H had a contract signing. Part of the agreement was that neither man could attack the other until the No Way Out pay-per-view. Stone Cold and Triple H signed the contract, but then the game attacked Austin. After laying out the rattlesnake, Triple H revealed that he'd only pretended to sign the contract. After sharing that, the game agreed to the terms and conditions. Funny enough, decades later, Heyman and Adam Page would pull
bro, that's funny as fuck. Hey, that was a good ass IQ thing from Triple H, man. One of the smartest plans he made in a long ass time. But damn, nigga, this nigga attacked him, and then I'm gonna sign this paper real quick. I bet that nigga Stone Cold got up heated.
a similar move in AEW.
Tonight's stipulation was that you and I couldn't lay hands on one another. But Nana, they ain't said shit about us.
Oh, how man just Prince Nana, look at Swerve. He can't do the swerve. His defenses, he can't do anything.
Here's a question for you. What would you be willing to do to win a match? Shawn Michaels gave his answer when he fought Goldust. The Heartbreak Kid didn't hit the bizarre one with a move, but instead, a kiss. Goldust enjoyed the surprise smooch, which
What the fuck? All right, man. 90s WWE was different. What the fuck? Yo. I mean, I know Goldust's character was gay back then, but like this was some wild shit. He laid a kiss on this nigga to distract him. Whoa. All right, Mr. Heartbreak Kid. You of course you breaking the guy's heart too now.
caused Michaels to hit Sweet Chin Music and win the match. Now this is a really effective way to counter the
shit.
Green Mist.
Oscar. Whoa! Oh, the Green Mist King.
We all know that the only way to be
That was a
eliminated from a
hard-ass
Royal
kick.
Rumble match is to be thrown over the top rope and have both feet touch the floor. So, wouldn't the best strategy be to stay low and do nothing? Well, during the 2000 Royal Rumble match, someone did. Road Dogg entered at number 19, and almost immediately, he got on the mat and curled up in the corner. While the DOGG did take a few stomps, he managed to last an impressive 19 minutes before he stupidly got up, turned his back, and got eliminated.
Fucking
This
idiot.
next one really makes me wonder, why don't more wrestlers do this? During Rob Van Dam and Kane's run as a tag team, they found themselves in a match against Lance Storm and William Regal. At one point, Storm got behind Kane and twisted his mask. With the Big Red Machine unable to see, Storm shoved RVD into Kane, causing Kane to chokeslam his own tag team partner, which
Oh, this nigga can't tell. Well, I guess it was a spot anyway, but it still don't make sense. How the hell you can't tell? Just fucking twist your damn fucking mask back. Like, come on now. How y'all lose that
got
shit?
Regal and Lance
Making these
the
people look
win.
dumb.
While that was borderline cheating, how Becky Lynch won this match was perfectly legal.
Bailey stacks up Lyra. Becky from behind. A backslide. Becky retains.
On a March 1999 episode of WCW Nitro, Bret Hart came out to the ring to trash talk Goldberg. So, basically what Bret Hart does today. Hart challenged Goldberg to a fight, and Mr. Berg was happy to accept. Goldberg speared Bret Hart, but remained motionless after making contact with the Hitman.
Oh, this was a
Bret got
legendary
up,
moment.
took off his shirt, and revealed that he wore a sheet of metal around his stomach, protecting himself and hurting Goldberg at the same time. Although, knowing
Well, we will be surprising because this nigga literally hits his head up against a door before he comes out for a match. So this is surprising that that shit knocked him out.
Bret Hart, I think his main motive was to do as much damage as possible to Goldberg. Speaking of Bret, while a lot of wrestlers cheat behind the referee's back, Bret Hart went the extra mile. During a match against Chris Benoit, Bret Hart pulled out a pair of brass knuckles and hit Benoit while the referee was distracted. However, instead of immediately putting his opponent in the sharpshooter, Bret Hart made it look like Benoit had covered him, completely gaslighting the referee. The Styles Clash is a devastating move, but one wrestler found a simple way to make the finisher completely useless. During a match between Kevin Knight and Will Ospreay, Ospreay went for a Styles Clash. However, Kevin Knight simply crossed his arms, not allowing Will Ospreay to hook them and hit the move. While not
That's
ethical,
smart.
this next move was pretty sneaky. On
God
Raw,
damn.
Gunther was facing off against AJ Styles. AJ locked in the calf crusher, but then randomly let go, even though the ring general hadn't submitted. Well, actually, Gunther had tapped out, but did it so that the referee didn't see it. This allowed Gunther to free himself and eventually get the win. Funny enough,
Damn.
almost 10 years earlier, The Undertaker used the same trick when he fought Brock Lesnar. The dead man tapped out where the referee wasn't looking, which caused Lesnar to lower his guard and give The Undertaker the victory. Speaking of The Undertaker, this isn't the only trick he's used to help him in the ring. At Vengeance 2002, the Phenom was in a triple threat
still really think that match kind of made Undertaker like look like a weak old man and he can't get the win legit because I mean, I know people try to build Brock as the beast still back then, but I feel like Undertaker defeating him would really still make more sense because it was like 2013 still and he was still doing a good job.
match with Kurt Angle and The Rock. After eating a rock bottom, the dead man didn't have enough strength to kick out, so instead, he simply stopped the referee's hand from hitting the 3 count. At TLC 2009, D-Generation X defeated Big Show and Chris Jericho to become the WWE
that was a
Tag Team
nasty ass fall.
Champions. The following night on Raw, the former champs received their automatic championship rematch. However, DX didn't really feel like wrestling that night, but they also didn't want to forfeit the titles, so they found a clever workaround. Once the bell rang for the rematch, Triple H and Shawn Michaels got themselves disqualified. Not only did they not break a sweat,
It's basically like the dead Randy Orton thing. That nigga got in the ring, smacked the shit out of the referee, and got disqualified. Bro.
but since it was a DQ, they remained the WWE Tag Team Champions. I wish that's how my job worked. At the 2012 Extreme Rules pay-per-view, Sheamus and Daniel Bryan clashed in a 2 out of 3 falls match. Sheamus wound up winning the first fall, but not in the way you would expect. Daniel Bryan began kicking Sheamus's left arm. The referee eventually had no choice but to disqualify Bryan and award the first fall to Sheamus. However, this left the Celtic Warrior injured, which allowed Bryan to apply the yes lock and win the second fall with ease. In late 1999, Devon Dudley found himself in the ring against Kurt Angle. You would think Devon made the
Hold up. Yo, people gotta start watching how they take suplexes, especially nowadays. Them niggas taking that suplex back then almost broke their neck. Oh shit, that would have been way bad if Devon broke his neck.
dumbest move possible when he challenged the Olympic gold medalist to a freestyle wrestling contest. However, it was actually pretty smart. Once Kurt Angle got on his knees, Devon instead gave Angle a kick to the ribs and took control of the match. To make things even sweeter, Devon and his tag team partner Bo.
Oh my gosh, hey, these are some good ass high IQ moments. Like the Matt Hardy moment was not a good one because he basically made Matt look like a dumbass. And the fucking Shawn Michaels kissing Goldust, oh god. All I'm gonna say is that shit was weird. Well, hey, if you guys enjoyed that video, go check out Tap Out Corner, like and subscribe to me if you enjoyed my reaction, and check out my other WWE videos. They're in a playlist. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. We on the road to 350.